Hey everyone, this is Rue Stewart. This is my first episode of the Upfront podcast, and I was really touched on my heart today. I was listening to someone on something I was listening to on my phone about creativity. The person was had a podcast, and they were just, a lot of it that came out of it was just, sharing who we are and what we have to share with life and other people. And another thing that came out was about being responsible. And I have a responsibility for people in my community. I have a responsibility for my family. I have a responsibility for myself, and I have a responsibility for my country. I'm a citizen. I need to be a responsible citizen. It's hard for me to watch TV very often because some things seem so repugnant to what seems to be good for everybody. And I just wanted to start off this podcast. I plan to do it. I'll be honest with you. I was trying to do it perfectly. I've done a podcast before, and first show I thought went really well. And then I realized how I didn't have much time to spend on it, but also I realized that, to do a really good job, it takes a lot of time. And first show I spent a whole lot of time. The girl that helped me actually was my paralegal, and I was impressing upon her to do a lot of stuff too, and it took a lot of time just to do that show. It went really well, and after that, I didn't really have enough time, and it was such a big, uh, hard thing to put upon other people to put so much time in to prepare as well. So it ended up just being like a 12-step meeting where I would just show up and start the podcast, and someone else would get going, and then we would take it as it came about. And I'm a perfectionist. I haven't really been that happy about the way it all came together. And then I had to stop because I went back to school. And then recently I had actually got an award for a lot of this pro bono work I do. And I went and I got the award at the convention center in Baltimore City. And when it was a some kind of workshop or something, but the woman who spoke was the executive director of the Maryland chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union. And she was given a speech, and she spoke about, white supremacy and whiteness. And she made a comment, if that makes you feel uncomfortable. And I left there, and that really bothered me. And I wanted to speak out about that, not in a defensive way. I wanted to speak out about it because I do care very much about people. I care very much about what's going on in our society, and I don't think that. I think those are political talking points. I don't think that really helps address these problems in our society. I do think there has been white supremacy. I do believe that there is now in some many areas, but part of it for me is a lot of scary stuff going on with our government controlling people, social media, and it's just so scary. Everything's so politicized, and baseball games, basketball games, everything else, different things in our society. And I have a lot of stuff going on with my work right now, and I was looking very forward to, um, starting this podcast and being able to do it in a very prepared, not ad lib way and just do it that way. And I'm going to, but right now I have some big things at my work going on. But I just wanted to get out there and say I'm going to do this, and I'm doing it right now because we all need to be responsible for our ourselves, our family, but also for our country. We all are family. I don't care what color you are, what nationality you are. Objectively, I mean, you can think what you want to think, but objectively, as being part of the human species or human family, we're family. And in all honesty, no one, we need to help each other out. And a lot of stuff that's going on is causing a lot of problems for everybody. All it's doing is separating us, and all else it is doing is it's allowing the government and other things to control everyone in a very bad way. So I look forward to talking about those things more. I just wanted to put my little toe in the water here and not try to be a perfectionist, but I do look forward to being able to spend more time and devote more time to this of my Upfront podcast and being speaking from my heart and being honest about things I feel. And I'm trying to and being a different, being a part of a positive solution. And that's I'll close with this. That's one of the reasons why. That's why I've gone back to school. You know, I have a job. I could do what I do. It actually takes a lot of time to do a good job doing that. But you know, I want to be able to use my voice. I want to be able to speak from my heart and give my what I feel in my conscience that speaks to me about, have a voice, be a part of other people's voice. But I don't want to just be all about my opinion. I want to be educated about what's going on. And that's why I went back to school and I want to take in all views. But things, I still want to be able to be a part of the conversation. And being quiet or being afraid to talk or being once again fearful or that doesn't work because you know we need to stand up for what is right and stand up for what is right is for us all having a voice, but some things that are occurring are not right. Just consciously, anyone who would can't turn the news on or wants to pull the rest of their hair out when they watch the news, we all know deep down inside that a lot of things aren't right that are happening. So I look forward to being a part of that conversation. I really appreciate you watching and listening, and we can do this together. So thanks so much. Look to hear from me soon. Take care.